Good evening, Madden people. Tonight we're going to talk about the leaks from the Ultimate Kickoff, the promo that we should have coming tomorrow sometime, whether that be 10:30, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Maybe they'll try to launch it at 3 and we'll actually end up getting it at like 8 o'clock, kind of like we did solo battles yesterday. But I want to talk about the leaks. Before we get into who they are, what their stats are, I want to go back and say, hey, good job, EA. You finally got solo battles up and going. Yesterday, it was supposed to be up around noonish. It was not up around noonish. It did end up coming back on later yesterday. I don't know if it was 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but it was evening. It did end up coming back on, and we've got solo battles. I believe Weekend League is coming this week as well. So some of our normal modes are starting to come back, and it's looking a little bit more promising. Squads is still broken, but I believe I saw that they are putting Madden down again for maintenance. So maybe they just need to implement a little bit of code or something that they missed yesterday. I don't know. But they know they were supposed to fix it. They know they didn't fix it. They say it's #1 priority. We'll see if that's right or not, but they say it's #1 priority. I hope so. I hope tomorrow's emergency maintenance fixes it, because I really want to play squads. But the whole reason we're here is to talk about Ultimate Kickoff. What we know is officially 4 heroes have been leaked. There is another leak out there of the Master. The Master is not a quote-unquote official leak, I don't believe. At least I haven't seen anything official on it. But it looks pretty legitimate. The screenshots of where people are grabbing seems pretty legitimate, so I'm going to go ahead and run with it and say that your Master tomorrow is Byron Jones. They've already said it'd be a cornerback, so it fits into the mold of what we know. And there's a couple screenshots out there that really let me believe that, yeah, that's what we got going on. So Byron Jones is going to be your Master tomorrow. How we get him, don't know yet. What kind of solos we get, what we're going to get out of it to work towards him, don't know. We hopefully will learn that all tomorrow. Well, I'm positive we'll learn it all tomorrow on Good Morning Madden. So tune in there. It's I think tomorrow's stream will be a little bit less dry than it has been. Like I said yesterday in my video, it's a lot more tech driven this year. There's no real card hype. And I think Kralo tomorrow may actually get a chance to do a little bit of card hype, get a little bit excited about something. Not that I think he knows his stats very well. He just kind of reads numbers. I don't think he knows what they mean. But at least we're getting to see him, and he gets to be a little bit excited, other than, hey, I got beat up yesterday on Twitter, so here's my apology. Don't have stats for Byron Jones, but we did get stats for the 4 heroes. So we're going to switch over there. We're going to look at the 4 heroes, compare them to some of the other top end, close to top end people in their positions, and see how they kind of line up to them. So what we got is, we'll start with Todd Gurley. We got Todd Gurley. There's his stats real quick. We got Trent Williams, left tackle. There's some stats real quick. We got Linval Joseph, stats real quick. And then we got Yannick Ngakwe. I think I pronounced that right. If I didn't, tweet him. Let him know I butchered his name. He can troll me. I'll be absolutely happy to let my speed rusher, now that Daniil Hunter is out. It's a little bit sad. I was really liking to see them both coming off the edge this year, week 1. But I can wait a little bit, let him get healthy. I'd rather have him be healthy. But those are your 4. I kind of want to go in depth a little bit and compare some of the stats. Okay, so here's your Gurley. 87 speed, and they're all only 88s. I know these are only your heroes, but they're 88s. I would have maybe expected an 89 out of it. Maybe they're trying to slow down the progression throughout the year. Don't really know, but I was expecting 89s to be honest with you. But they are 88s, and he's sitting on 87 speed, 80 acceleration, 89 agility, 88 carrying, and he looks like 85 brake tackle. You don't get to see a spin in his juke or anything here. Change of direction's pretty good at 84. If we go and let's just, I know Sanders is still God tier, but I mean he's 4 off his speed, he's 6 off his acceleration, agility's 5 off, his brake tackle is 7 off, so he's nowhere close. Let's get him down here and compare him to the Zeke, who's only 1 above him, and see how he does compared to that. Same speed, same acceleration, same agility, 1 better brake tackle for Girdley, and then change of direction isn't on Mudhead. So he's pretty darn comparable to Zeke. Zeke came with the X factors and the abilities already on him. Gurley's not going to. I'm hoping that these heroes are a little bit easier to obtain than the masters of the MVP set. I mean, logically, your hero should be easier than your master. So anybody who wasn't able to get Zeke, probably going to be comparable here with Gurley. Next one we're going to look at is left tackle Trent Williams. Clicking the wrong button there, so let's look at left tackles. Get rid of those halfbacks. All right, 88. So what do we got comparable? We got a Joe Thomas, who has got less strength, better awareness. I'm talking Joe Thomas here. Joe Thomas has less strength. Joe Thomas has less awareness. What's really important, I think, to a lot of people is your pass block and your run block. Trent Williams is pretty even there with both 86s, whereas your Joe Thomas is like an 89 pass block and an 85 run block. Compared to Bakhtiari, Bakhtiari's got the 89 pass block and the 79 run block. So if you're looking to pass, Bakhtiari's going to be a better one. He's weaker. He get bowled over a little bit. Bakhtiari is. That strength at 89 is really pretty good. I mean, going down through these, you got your Team Diamond that's got that strength up there. Same awareness. Pretty comparable. So he's pretty comparable to like this Jimbo. Let's see if we got anybody else up there. I mean, no, but anybody else got strength like him? Other than Jimbo, nobody's got strength like that. He's going to be your strongest guy on your offensive line. He's going to be able to manhandle some people out there. But again, his run block and his pass block and his run block, it's pretty even there at an 86. Next one we want to quickly get into, Linval Joseph. So let's go look at some defensive tackles. This one's going to be hard because of the Glover that's in there. It's going to show me a million Glovers, ain't it? Oh, it sure is. All right, so we'll just look at these top 3, I guess. So he's slow, right? Maybe he's not slow. I've just been playing Glover, who's got a little bit more speed, but outside of Glover, he's, I mean, comparable to the 88 and the 89 that's available. His strength is 93, which is going to beat out everybody, So again, another strong one. Tackling at 85, let's see how that stacks up. I mean, it's a little bit lower than your other 3 top defensive tackles, but his block shed's an 89. And that is going to be better than any other one out there. His power move's not very good, and his finesse move's not very good. He is a run stopper. I mean, I'm gonna take a guess there. Strong guy with good block shed and no power move and finesse move. To me, that sounds like a run blocker. Big guy clogging up the middle, which is what he did on the line for Minnesota. I'm a Vike fan. With Joseph coming out and Ngakwe, again, I hope I said that right. My defensive line's gonna bulk up a little bit here. I only need one other defensive tackle. I'm probably gonna run Hunter and Ngakwe off the edges. We'll run Joseph up the middle. along with Glover, that's going to be a pretty good defensive line. And it's all Minnesota because you can take Glover and you can make him whatever team you want. So my front four on my defensive side are all Vikings, which is nice for being a Viking fan. That's nice. So I was a little bit excited the way that these heroes played out. But he's a run stuffer up the middle, which if you ask me, that's really all the running you can do this year. I think breaking the edge is pretty darn hard. So coming up the middle with some power football is really how I've been running the ball, and someone like him is going to be able to stop that. So I think this Joseph card was probably needed within the game. Let's look at Ngakwe real quick. What is he? Right end? Right end? Right? Right end? Left end? Yeah, right end. That's what I thought. Just didn't want to look too stupid here. So we're talking right ends. Let's go ahead and compare them to some of our right ends here. Drop that back up. Alright, let's just go ahead and place them right up at the top. Sorry, drink. Maybe I'll edit that out. Maybe I won't. Alright, the speed is 79. I mean, he's comparable to Garrett. Is this going to be another one where he's absolutely comparable to the MVP Master? Let's go ahead and look. I mean, he's a lot weaker. His strength is a lot smaller, but he's got the same speed and acceleration. Strength is definitely down. Tackle's a little bit better, and his play rec is equal. Block shed is horrible, but his finesse move is way up there. His finesse move is actually quite a bit better. I mean, they're just flip. I mean, I guess Garrett's a power move guy, and Ngakwe is a finesse move guy. But those two are pretty comparable if I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. So good job, EA. You replicated your MVP Master as a hero, and you also replicated your MVP Master as a hero at halfback. I mean, stat-wise, they're pretty super comparable. And again, these are only the stats we're seeing. Who knows? Spin move, juke move, maybe that stuff's completely different. At least for the halfbacks. Maybe there's some other stuff over on that right end side, but it seems like they kind of almost copy and pasted in a few little adjustments there. Anyway, tomorrow morning we're going to get a little bit more in depth with the sets. I'm really hoping there's some rerolls with some training. I've been sitting on 8400 training for heck since Saturday when I bought it all up during Legend Saturday when it was cheap and I was getting it for about 40 per. Legend Saturday's coming up again, guys. I see there being a slight dip in pricing, maybe tomorrow, going into Friday. Maybe picks back up Friday, Friday evening going into kind of weekend league. And then again, you're going to see that huge plummet come Saturday when everybody's ripping their Legend bundle. Anyway, until next time, peace out, Madden people.